Hello there. I just arrived. Can you see Santa okay? I don't know if you can see me or not. Santa's been away for a long time, hasn't he? Welcome. It's a few minutes past 10. We will be doing Santa broadcasts again every Saturday at 10 o'clock. Some of you might be new. Some of you have been here before with Santa, yes. You are now in Santa's studio. Do you see this? It's a nice picture, isn't it? It's been many months since we were last together. I hope you've been healthy. Hope your family's healthy. Hope you're happy. I understand school is a little bit different now, isn't it? Many of you go to school for a day or two and then also have school in your home. I hope you're adapting to that and doing okay. School is so important. I'd like to introduce myself. Can you tell? This is Santa from the North Pole. I hope you saw a little video just a few seconds ago where I showed you how it's snowing outside and a few of the items here in my studio. For those who are new and for those who are returning, I'd like to just reintroduce you to what Santa does here. Santa travels the world, as you know, delivering gifts to boys and girls. But for the month before Christmas time, Santa normally visits with people all around the world. But with the pandemic going around, Santa doesn't quite get that much chance to do that and to visit with everyone. And that's why I decided to try videoing or live streaming so that you can have a chance to see Santa and I can get to visit you. You're welcome to leave comments when I post this. Santa will be in two places with videotaping like this. The first is this live broadcast on Facebook. You may want to get a pencil and paper. On Facebook on Saturdays, 10 o'clock in the morning, at I Believe in Santa, ho, ho, ho. Now make sure you spell that correctly. You may want to have an adult help you spell it. Facebook, I Believe in Santa, ho, ho, ho. Saturday mornings at 10. And when Santa's done with that live broadcast, later on in that day, he'll have one of his elves place this video that you're watching now, this live stream, on a different location. Many of you are familiar with YouTube, and Santa has a place for his videos on YouTube. It's a different name though, so get ready. It's on YouTube, and it's Santa Jeff Claus. Santa Jeff, Santa Jeff Claus, Claus. Don't put an E on the end. That was, I think, the name of a movie. Santa Jeff Claus. And you can go to Santa Jeff Claus anytime you want on YouTube and watch other videos from last season when we first began these broadcasts. And so you can go there and take a look at episodes from in the past, things that we've done in the past. And so today I thought I would let you know kind of what we do here in Santa's studio. Sometimes we have story time. Let's see here. Santa has many, many books. I have a whole stack of them, as a matter of fact. And if you were here a few months ago when we first started these live broadcasts, you'll know that we read some of these books together, didn't we? So Santa will be having story time when we possibly can. I may be hoping to show you Santa's new reading chair. Story time. Many of you ask Santa, don't you have any of your own stories, Santa? From your travels around the world and visiting boys and girls and grown-ups too? And yes, indeed I do. And in fact, a few months ago when we started, Santa started to share some of those special moments. You might remember the story of the little girl or the grown-ups who were 90 years old who came to visit Santa and get a picture taken with him. Remember? They had visited Santa when they were 16 for their very first photo with Santa, and so they wanted to take another picture with Santa, and here they were 90 years old. Oh my goodness, that's old. It's almost as old as Santa is. So be sure to write to Santa. You can make comments on each video. Tell me what you've been up to. Santa? Well, after Christmas, it's an exhausting, tiring thing to travel the world and to make sure the workshop is working properly and to put all the toys and things away and to give the elves a rest. But Santa, after resting a little bit, tried to go around the world. He traveled, do you remember this word we learned last time? Incognito. That's where Santa doesn't dress up at all, so people can't recognize him. He keeps his beard, but he doesn't dress up in Santa clothes at all. And so he travels around the world incognito to check on boys and girls and grown-ups around the world. Find out who's on the nice list, who's on the naughty list, and to just check on people around the world. Well, I got back a few days ago from that long journey. If you have a globe in your home, maybe you can turn it around and see how large it is. Santa's been to everywhere on that globe, checking on things. And now I came home to the North Pole, rested, and we're back together again. Be sure to share with your friends the information I just shared with you. Saturday mornings on Facebook, I Believe in Santa, ho, ho, ho. And then you can go on to YouTube later on and watch these videos at YouTube Santa Jeff Claus. I hope you enjoy them. Be sure to write to Santa and let him know. I'm going to review a few things in the next week or two. I might even do a special video or two. I'm not sure I'll do it live, but I might just do it and put it on the YouTube. But some of you who were here last time with Santa know that I have all kinds of wonderful things that I use when I'm being Santa. Some of you wrote to Santa and wanted to know about some of these things. Big boots. Remember, we measured them, size 15. Lots of fur, belt buckle. But Santa only wears these boots at Christmas time. Santa has 2 pairs of boots, but he doesn't wear these around the North Pole or the workshop. Aren't they wonderful boots? Big boots. Look how big they are. They're bigger than Santa's head. So I might put a video about those. A lot of you, when I first started doing this, asked about Santa's big belt. It's huge. Look how big it is. It's massive, massive, massive. Is the moon lit up? Yeah, there it is. See it? It says Santa. If I get lost or forget who I am, people will tell me I'm Santa. I have many, many gloves that I use. See these big, beautiful gloves? I use those all the time. Santa's bells. And some of you may remember Santa has a magic key. That's for the boys and girls who wrote to Santa and said, I don't have a chimney, how do you get into my house? And here we have the magic key. At home, you can simply count to 5, and that key will magically open up your door so that Santa can visit you and drop off gifts. These large bells are the ones that the reindeer use. They wear these. Oh, they're very, very loud, aren't they? One young lady last year asked Santa, Santa, I just want a lump of coal for Christmas. I was shocked. I'd never had a child ask for a lump of coal. I said, why do you want a lump of coal? She said, I have everything else that I need. I'd like to see what a lump of coal is like. And so, I have a lump of coal. Can you see that? Now I explained to her that even though I showed her the lump of coal, and I gave her one, that coal is only for the people who have not been nice. And so I said, you're on the nice list. And so you'll get presents, but here's a lump of coal as well. There's a lump of coal. It's very hard. Many times they would burn this to keep their homes warm. Many of you wrote to Santa and asked about this right here. This is a long pole, isn't it? Can you see it? It's a long pole. This is Santa's scepter. It's a strange word, but when Santa navigates around the world with Rudolph and the other reindeer, if we have snow or hail or fog or we're in the clouds, sometimes we can get lost, and so Rudolph might need assistance. I don't know if you can tell, but I have Rudolph with his red nose on each side of my scepter. Each side of the scepter is for a different direction. Do you know your directions? North, south, east, and west. And so when we're flying around the world and we get lost and Rudolph gets disoriented, I can wave my scepter as I stand in the sleigh, and this helps us get back going in the direction that we're supposed to go so that we can make it to every home around the world. Santa loves his scepter. It's made out of solid wood. Don't know if you can see here, but do you see it says Santa? And it also says, ho, ho, ho. Yes, it does. I don't know if you can tell, but Santa has lots of lights. My lamp, a little Christmas tree. I have a large Christmas tree over here. Santa loves Christmas trees. Here's my North Pole. Do you see Santa flying across the moon? Sometimes I let my training elf take the reindeer out for a special flight. We do that every day now because they're trying to get trained for Christmas time. Absolutely. And so, as I close, what was it, a few months ago, I think, I introduced you to a few scenes around the North Pole. And so for those of you who are new to watching Santa, here are a few of the scenes. Here's Santa's home. Do you see it and how snowy it is? Santa's home. Here's a picture of Santa in his big, giant chair inside his home. Do you see that? Santa has lots of helpers. Here's one of my elf helpers. Her name is Bubbly. She's very, very nice. There's another picture of Santa's house. It's so pretty. I love my house. Some children wrote and asked Santa about, what does the North Pole mean, Santa? And I don't know if you can tell, but right here on the edge, with the gold ball on top, next to Santa's house, that is the actual North Pole. It's frozen. It's frozen all year round. The North Pole. Yes, there is a North Pole. Santa has a clock in front of his house, and that's the clock for each month. Oh, here's Bubbly again. Look at Bubbly. Santa loves the forest, and there's big trees all around the North Pole and around his home. Look how big those are, filled with snow. Here's a picture of Santa taking the reindeer out for a test flight to train them. And Santa loves cookies, you know that. A lot of you wrote to Santa and said, what's your favorite cookie? And I said, whichever cookie you leave for Santa will be my favorite. Santa has his own bakery up at the North Pole. This brings to an end our very first session. I hope you've enjoyed the reintroduction to Santa and some of the things that we'll be doing in the future. Remember, you can watch on Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock here on Facebook. I Believe in Santa, ho, 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 where we'll have Santa Tales, where I'll tell stories from my life around the world. We'll do some story time. We might share some items of Santa's. And I'll answer any questions that you write to Santa about. Since you've already seen my Santa belt, I think maybe I'll wear it next time. It goes right around Santa. Santa's big, yes. You can also watch other videos of Santa. These videos, you can watch them where? On YouTube at Santa Jeff Claus. Santa Jeff Claus. And so you can go back and look at those videos, look at those broadcasts, and there are probably 10 or 15 right there now on Santa Jeff Claus on YouTube that you can go back and take a look at and enjoy and learn about things that we've talked about before here on Santa. Again, welcome back. It's good to see you. I'm so glad you could join me. Be sure to tell your family and friends and your neighbors what I've just shared with you, that you can come back on Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock and watch the live broadcast or watch the video on YouTube as well. And so for now, I hope you have a wonderful week coming up. Here we're bundled up tight. The snow is falling. Yes, it is. You can write to Santa anytime on any of the videos. It's wonderful seeing you. Santa loves you. And be kind and loving to one another. Farewell until next week. I'm off now. I have to go have lunch. Mrs. Claus called me for lunch. Bye-bye for now.